Part 2 Buckhead, College Part 2 Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays. From the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Craig, Jack, yeah.
It's Monday, and it's 8 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network. I'm your humble co-host, E-Glade. And with me as always, he got his really shirt on today. Hey man, one of us got to be humble. Yeah man, it's not me. Wide out. Two of them in the building today, boy. This show gonna be out the chain, man. We got a special co-host from the Ohio. What's going on, man? Today, man. My wide out deep. You know how we do that. We got left hand, right. Right now, what's going on, man? We got a great show for you. It's College Football Monday, as always. We had to bring one of those guys that know a little bit about college football here to join us today, man. We're having a good time today. We're going to do college football. Hey, I think we might have a special interview for some of you guys out there. Y'all might want to tune in. Y'all might y'all know we full of surprise. You just might want to smile. Hear me in? We'll take last minute thing. Call AP. Getting approved. Okay. We might be happening. So we're gonna have that going on. You know, hey man. He's in the back. In a few minutes. Man, we had a huge disappointing upset. Was it? It was disappointing for me because I was looking forward to the November game. Oh, okay. Hey man, things happen, man. Yeah. You know, the game is not played on paper. All that sound good pre-game and all that stuff, man. Until they get in them white lines, baby. It makes a difference, boy. I don't know, but hey, man, we're going to talk about that. We also give us, everybody got their top 4 today. We definitely going to do that today. Give us our top 4 and the way we do top 4. If the playoffs went I think we can all pretty much agree who it is right now, but we're going to talk about it. Also, question to you guys. It's not a hot topic, but I'm a question. Is this the typical Mark Rick that we saw this weekend? No. I wish people... Hold it. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Hold it. I can see the eyes. Yeah, people tripping, man. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. This is a question intro brought to you by Cobb Football League, providing a high school feeder youth football and cheer program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to college.com for more information, man. When we come back, hot topics. It's your boys, it's The Crush. We'll be back.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's The Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man,
sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have...
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always face this order. I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is what legends are made of. This is what legends are made of.
As long as I see that fire in your eyes, I know we still good.
I do it off of that love.
We built this family, and this family's strong.
Empire on Fox.
Hey Crush fans, I'm Taisha Fernandez. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Hot topics.
Yeah, man, we're going to them hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile is becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Hey, I'm going to start off right quick. If you guys were Jerry Jones, I'm sorry, Jerry Jones, I don't even know the coach make this decision. And you were 4-1, running pretty hot, and your quarterback, your franchise, your $20 million quarterback was coming back, would you play him right now? Let's start with our co-host. Bobby, what would you say, man?
I got to go with Dak, man. I mean, I'm not necessarily just drinking all the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking just a little bit, but right now, today, I got to go with Dak, man. I mean, right now, you can't go in that locker room and shake it up like that. Although we all know Tony Romo is a superstar, had a great career, but right now, man, he got to go with the hot hand, man. That young blood, man, he balling. You got that great offensive line. We keep hearing about it. You got to go with Dak, man. You can't make that move, Jerry.
Maceo. Hey, man.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, Maceo.
What I'm saying is it's ironic that this is the same way Romo got his job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Bledsoe went down.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, let's let the young boy run. And, you know, he caught fire.
Yeah.
And he became the starter. So, I mean, it's just funny that this is the situation that Romo is in.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can look at those guys and tell those guys, hey, especially we 6-2.
Right.
7-1.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't look Jason Witten, the offensive line, the defensive players in the face and like, hey, we're going to change to Tony. Because the thing about it, we've seen the story with Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it.
You know what's coming.
We know what's
coming. Nobody has suffered more heartbreak than me. Just look at Facebook during the past few seasons with Tony.
Yeah. Right.
And everybody know I'm a Romo guy.
Yeah.
Right.
I am a Romo guy. But I understand that we've seen the story, man. It's no way you can take this kid off the field. It's just no way.
And it's hard because, I hate to say this, because you invested in Romo.
Yeah.
That's an investment. It's not a $5 million investment. I mean, you 20 mil, whatever, in Romo. But I'm like you, Mace, your team has rallied around this kid. They have said, hey, in Dak we trust.
I mean, New England, they were heavily invested into Drew Bledsoe.
And Drew Bledsoe.
They made the move.
What's up with Bledsoe? He just,
Bledsoe is the gateway.
He's the gateway to the next level.
6 degrees of separation is always Bledsoe, baby. Always Bledsoe.
I'm looking like, dang, Bledsoe just always opening up stuff around here for people, man. But I just think it's I understand because, you know, Jerry's still coming on. Hey, Romo's our guy, blah, blah, blah. But
right.
like,
he got to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Is it just speak or is he believing it? Because, you know, I think Jerry has a true love for Romo. I think he bought him, he invested in him.
Right.
Remember they did the contract on the table, it was all of him, and they brought him back. But I just can't see him telling the group, we going Romo, man.
If Romo was ready to play today, I think he would for sure stay with Dak. He have to. Now, if it's a situation where they lose to Philadelphia or maybe lose a couple of games, then I can see him making a move. But right now, today, you got to go with Dak, man. You got to go with the hot hand.
You have to have a reason.
To
sit there. And to me, let Romo heal all the way up. Because, again, we know what happens when you rush him back.
Right.
We know if he takes an awkward fall or whatever, it's the potential for him to get hurt. We remember Kellen Moore last year. We remember Brandon Weed.
Who?
Right. Yeah. We realize we remember that.
He played good at Boise State. But anyway, Macy, who we got? We got a caller, man.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
I'm crushing on the crush.
Oh. What's happening?
Sky, you all right, boo?
I'm doing okay. I'm upset though. I'm glad that y'all know we only lost to the Falcons because Manning gone, right?
Oh, that what you blaming it on?
That's what you going with, Sky.
That what you gonna go with, Sky?
You know I'm bouncing around right now trying to find me another player anyway because I go by players, not teams. So.
Wow. So successful surgery. Everything went well.
Yep, I'm at home in the bed.
Well, man.
But I just wanted to call and say hello.
Yeah.
And let y'all know I was doing all right.
Did you get a call from Mr. Hunter yet?
Yes, I talked with Mr. Hunter on Saturday. He came in.
Right.
On the quick jet.
Okay.
Right.
Well, thank you, Sky. We'll talk to you. You know we're going to keep up with you.
Yeah, have fun.
All right. What number did she call us at, man?
Man, Sky called the show at 678-613-5857.
Let me ask you guys, let me just take it from a general perspective. How much, when you put that much money into a QB, because you know the old saying that we've heard since we've been growing up, injury, you can't lose your job due to injury. Is that changed because we're in a new time now? You can't lose your job if you got somebody hot as fish grease playing?
Well, you definitely can lose your job to injury. I mean, just look at the situation with, you go back to the Patriots. Everyone go back to the Patriots. But let me just say this. Let me just say this. Hypothetically, let's say New England was 4-0 right now, and Garoppolo was their leading guy to 4-0. Do they make the move when Tom Brady come back? Of course they would.
It's no doubt.
But they make the move?
Of course.
Of course they're going to make it. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. Right.
Because Tom Brady has what?
But, right.
Rings. He got them rings. That's what he got. So
that's a good comparison. You see what New England did? They were like, there's no doubt when week 5
no doubt about it.
Tom's the quarterback.
No doubt about it.
But the Cowboys were like, hey, Romo.
But I will give Jerry this. Jerry left like he had that hard line stance. Then he kind of bagged off it a little bit today.
Yeah,
because he was like, well, it's something that we're going to have to evaluate.
Yeah,
and he does.
You don't have to.
Because again, man, Jerry.
But you know where it's going, right?
Jerry, listen. Jerry got drunk and fired the best coach we ever had.
Yeah,
because he felt like Jimmy got too much credit. And he regrets that to this day. He's on record as saying he regrets that to this day. Because, Steelers fans, we'll be sitting on 8-9 rings if Jimmy remains a Cowboy. We know this.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Yeah, but a lot of people were happy when they walked out the door, right? You're like, bye, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well, now Scrubs did, because he was cutting them on sight.
Right.
Michael Irvin, Trey, man, like Troy had to go tell Switzer, hey, bro, you stay over there. We got this over here.
Remember the dude that did something? He fumbled in a pregame. He got cut. I think he got cut on the sideline.
Hey, man, that's Jimmy, man. That's Jimmy.
Man. That's how I brought you by Dr. Kevin Dance. When we come back, man, we're going to jump into these college football top 25, baby. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hey, man, before we jump into it, hey, May said we got to call her, man.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
Hey, Miss Yo. Hey, guys. This is Kia. I just wanted to thank you guys for hosting my birthday get-together on yesterday and making my birthday great.
Hey, Kia, we appreciate that, man.
Hey, you got it crunk yesterday. It's all you.
Yeah, man. You and Vic over there yeeking and all that stuff, man. Y'all turn South Carolina about. Y'all about Doug Cobb County.
Yeah. Hey, how you feeling? How you feeling today? How you feeling?
I'm great. Look. Under the weather, but I'm good. Let everybody know I rock with the crush.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, what you crushing on?
Yeah,
we appreciate that, Kia.
Thank you, Kia.
Got it.
All right.
Hey, man, what number did Kia
Man,
call us
Kia
at?
called us at 678-613-5857.
Well, it's that time, man. Let's jump into this college football, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, man, it's college football time. We're about to jump into this top 25, starting with Friday. Clemson, Boston College just,
Y'all got Mr. Watson attention.
Yeah, he woke up a little bit.
Y'all got Mr. Watson attention.
He woke up a little bit.
He did.
He put about 4 touchdowns on with 266 yards.
He did.
So right now, man, is it smooth sailing for Clemson, or is there one game still out there that can still bite them?
Florida State still out there.
In Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee.
It's gonna be a great
still
one.
out there.
Tallahassee.
You know that place is gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
When that game happens,
Oh, yeah.
man.
That's their season. That's their season.
That's the game right there.
That's their playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Boston College just,
They Boston College.
we just going through the season.
They Boston College.
We just want to finish this season strong as best we can. Hey, another one, Boise State. I don't know if there's a program that just keeps doing it every year. They are 5-0 right now, 49-21 over New Mexico. Blue Turf still rocking.
They know what players they can get to keep their program successful.
Right.
And I mean, if you're a skilled guy and you on the fence of Power 5, why wouldn't you go? If you're a wide out or a DB, why wouldn't you go to Boise State?
Because you're going to get time. I mean, this
not on the time. You're going to get touches.
But have you ever been to Boise, Idaho?
No. Don't want to go.
Well, it's a little different now.
Yeah, I saw where it was on the map.
Right.
But I mean, the thing about it,
really point to it.
If you're really serious about your game,
right,
and you know this, I mean, you did something that guys back then didn't do.
Right.
You got up and left.
Right.
And it worked out.
Right.
So I mean, what people have to understand is, I mean, if you're really serious about your craft,
right,
and that could be your fit, go.
Yeah.
But this Ripien kid, man, is this Mark Ripien?
Yeah.
391 yards, 5
Dog,
touchdowns.
he's slinging it.
He's slinging it up there.
He's slinging it.
Boy, he doing this thing, man.
Slinging it.
All right, man, that's the Friday game. Going into Saturday, man, and Saturday was interesting. Alabama, Arkansas. Y'all talk about that game. I didn't get a chance to see it. What did y'all have to see?
Man, defensively, Alabama, they had a 14-point swing.
Yeah.
Where they got a fumble for a touchdown, and then they got the Kirkpatrick. He took the 100-yard interception. 14-point swing, really put it out of reach. And I mean, Arkansas, they don't have enough horses to run with Alabama. They just didn't.
Looks like the kid had a great day. 4 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. He's kind of firming himself up. If you saw what Hurts is doing, man, would you be happy as a quarterback?
Let me tell you something. Alabama actually make me a little nervous now because they have an athlete at quarterback. And you got Lane Kiffin calling the plays, so you got Lane Kiffin with an athlete at quarterback.
Yeah, man.
Man, with all those 5-star guys around this athlete at quarterback, now you got something that makes me a little nervous.
It was like Nick Saban, like Macy always said, I want one of them.
Hey, man, I'm telling you what he did in the offseason, man. Hey, he watched Deshaun Watson destroy his defense in that national championship game. Dude, 2 more possessions and Clemson is the national champion. If Kenyon Drake don't bring that kickoff back, we got a whole nother, that's an extra possession that Deshaun Watson had. Deshaun Watson was unstoppable that night.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. So Nick Saban say, hey, man, when y'all hit the recruiting trail, go get me one of them. I need one of them.
This kid, boy, and he's getting more and more and you know, Kiffin is about, he about crazy on the offense. He can make up some stuff with his offense. And he finally got him a kid.
It's a toy he's never had.
He never had that.
He never had that. Right. As an offensive coordinator, when you get a piece like that, you start, you're a mad scientist because you like, let me find another way to get him on the edge or get him to make a play. No, they've never had nothing like that. So their playbook is going to expand.
And this Harris kid at running back, he's 100 yards a game almost now.
Damien Harris, yep.
Yeah.
Under-recruited.
Yeah.
Now, he was a number one running back coming out of high school because he originally committed to Michigan. And then when they fired their coach, he was going to Ohio State, and he decided last minute to go to Alabama. So it looked like it was a good choice.
Like it worked out for him.
It worked out for him.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. He's been running. Because we know before the season, we all thought it was Scarborough, the big boy. But
he can't even touch the field.
This Harris kid is taking over, man. Doing his thing, man. But big win, 49-30. They still rolling through. Still rolling through. We'll talk about this game, The Ohio State.
Hey, just another game. Hey, it's just another game. I came into work this morning and got bombarded with, y'all only won 38-17. I'm like, you do realize we won by 21 points, right? So I had to explain why we only won by 38. So when those the type of, discussion that I'm having now in my office, I'm all right with that. I can answer that question. Or why we only won by 21 points versus 29 points, which is the spread. So I'm okay where we at right now. Right now, I'm all right.
People don't understand football. I mean, I say this all the time. Take the point spread and all that stuff out. That's for gamblers.
Right.
Pure football purists, they understand that, the way the game is played, that, you have one of those situations where, hey, we not going to win like that all the time.
Yeah, man. So, Indiana, were they as good as everybody said they were, or were they just...
it's the way the schedule shook out.
Yeah.
You got to play the games that's on your schedule.
Yeah.
You have to. That's part of it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, man, I just hate it. I love what I went to, but with college football, it just missed so much going on, man.
College football is great every Saturday. It's great every Saturday.
Yeah, man. All right, man, real quick, another game. I'll let Bobby talk about this when we get back, but what was the Michigan Rutgers game? 7-8-0.
Well, why is Rutgers still playing Division I football? That's a better question.
7-8-0, man.
Man, you got to think. They've given up almost 2,000 yards offense the past 2 weeks. They getting the doors blowed off them.
And you're supposed to be a big-time... This is a D1 program.
It's a Division I program.
You can't get the same talent, but make sure you got to at least be able to... 7-8-0. That's.
Listen, they've been blanked 2 weeks in a row. Big blowouts.
Have they given up on their football program?
No, they ain't giving up their football program. But since Tony Soprano passed, he was one of the bigger. He helped them in recruiting. But what can you say, man? It's Rutgers.
Hey, man. When we come back, man, our guest is here. She might be mad at me, so I gotta check. Hey, we'll be right here in a few minutes. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
All right.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Is your client working with anyone on the TV side?
My client's interested in anything that pays money. He's out right now. You should work with him. Speaking as your manager,
Just because you dress like a sixth grader don't make you my manager, man.
Atlanta. All new Tuesday at 10 on FX and FX Now.
Great leaders aren't born,
They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
What's up? It's Garrison Hurst, University of Georgia. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Go Dogs.
Hey man, we're going to take a little curve. Our Crushing interview is being brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, delivering market-driven products. ORC's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com for more information. Maceo, do you want to introduce our guest, man?
I'm kind of scared to introduce her because, you know, we've been arguing for the past couple of weeks, man.
Yeah.
I'm from Rhode Island. I don't know what you're talking about today. Yeah. And she just simply goes by Neff.
Neff now.
I do.
You know, you might see her on TV giving a report or two. But she our partner. She in the building, man. Neff, what's happening?
Nothing much, nothing much.
How happy were you to see Tom Brady yesterday?
I was very happy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand I'm in Atlanta now. I just moved here and I got to root for the Falcons. But at the end of the day, it's my hometown team.
Nobody said you had to root for the Falcons.
I think
I don't think
Falcons,
nobody here but me root for them.
That's not true. The Falcons did well last night.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
come on, they beat the Broncos, who happened to win the Super Bowl last year.
Atlanta
you got to give them some credit.
They don't appreciate the Falcons like I do.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I appreciate
They don't
them.
appreciate Atlanta for what they're doing. Yeah. They don't appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. So
he's just mad though that I root for the Pats.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into
our complicated friendship.
We're gonna get into it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm down.
We just talked about the past a little bit. All right, Neff. So let's talk about you for a little bit.
Okay.
So you moved down in May, right?
I did, yeah.
Why Atlanta? You are Emmy Award winning.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's true.
Why would you move to Atlanta? Why Atlanta?
It was a combination. I mean, I think Atlanta found me, and then I found it. So, I mean, I was working in Philly. I've worked also in Houston and in Miami. So I've worked in great major cities. So I can't complain about where I've lived. And my agent called me one day and said that the bosses here wanted to meet me. And I said, okay, sure. And then when I came for the interview, I mean, they were just great people. The offer was great. The city's great. The community has been great. So it was just a right fit.
All right. I think we got a call already, Maceo.
Hey, caller, what are you crushing on?
Oh, Maceo, you already know what I'm crushing on.
What are you crushing on, Mike? It depends with you. What are you crushing on, Mike?
Man, I'm crushing on the Falcons and all the guests from Channel 2.
All the guests from Channel 2. Well, that's good because we are the #1 station, so you should be watching us anyways. Not only in Atlanta, but in the country.
Yeah, she want to slide that in there.
I do want to slide that in there.
Yeah.
First, Mike, that was a great win yesterday. And we told you we might have a surprise, and because we tried to confirm her schedule. And
I almost let the cat out the bag yesterday to Mike.
Lord,
I might have. I'm not sure. Had a lot going on yesterday, man.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I had a lot going on yesterday, man. So
you got any question for Neff, man? Neff?
Well, I got a question. Are you a Falcons and Hawks fan?
I mean, I would say Falcons more than the Hawks. I like football better than basketball.
See, we getting her around, Mike. She still got a little bit to go. We're gonna get her around.
She on the bed since May.
Yeah,
we're gonna work on the mic.
We're gonna work on it.
Why? I said I had no problems representing the Falcons. Who won yesterday and beat the Broncos? Do we forget that they won the Super Bowl last year, or you just slightly forgot that?
Yes, kind of.
I see Mason already has done started. All right. Thank you, Mike, man.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
All right.
Mason, what number did Mike call?
Man, Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
All right, so when you are, like we were talking about, you moved down here.
Mm-hmm.
You said you began a great reception down here in Atlanta. What has been some of the things people have said about you, and because you pop up on TV and like, who is this lady that showed up?
I think the one thing that people have been kind of glued to is the fact that my name is Nefertiti, and I'm probably the first Nefertiti that they have ever seen on TV, and that it's reflective of the time, it's reflective of our people, and where we are right now. And that I have never, even though I have been asked, at the start of my career, I was asked whether or not I would change my name, and I said no. They wanted me to, and I said no. Yeah.
To what? Lisa?
They had asked me what my mom's name was, what my sister's name was. They were thinking maybe Jackie Jacquez would have a good ring to it. I said absolutely not.
Wow.
So my best friends still joke to this day, and like if I come into the room, they were like, "What's up, Jackie?" But yeah, I just think, the idea, even somebody today came up to me, she was a history teacher, and she's like, "I don't even like the fact that they call you Neff. They should be calling you Nefertiti. That's your proper name." So,
wow.
But yeah, I think that definitely has stuck out.
Wow.
I got something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you must be really important because they kicked me to the curb. Before you got here,
Yeah.
I was the star.
Yeah.
I was the,
You're still the star, Bobby.
No, you came in here and they I'm trying to figure out who is this lady. I said, that's the channel 2. I remember you, I see you, but I just want to let you know you got me kicked to the curb. That's all. I just want to say that. I got kicked to the curb. I got kicked to the curb.
You're really still right there.
See, my fans.
So you weren't really kicked.
My fans
to the
text
curb.
me, they can't see me, so.
Well, maybe it's because you got those sunglasses on.
Hey, wide receiver, Neil. Come on, Neil. Wide receiver.
Just saying.
This how we act now. You
saying.
You
but you were not kicked to the curb.
Adam, okay. All right.
Bobby's actually a co-host today. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, see?
They kicked him to the curb now.
Yeah.
I'm not even a co-host. I'm just a guest. I'm waiting until I get
you
co-host
special
status.
Guest. They didn't even tell me who was coming. All right.
Again.
It was a secret. It was hush-hush.
We weren't confirmed.
I didn't even know. I'm like, who coming? I mean, what's going on?
Hey, we'll come back, man. We got more with
all right, Neff.
We'll be right back.
I get you.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them,
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hey man, we're back, man. We just got a lesson from Neff that who she don't look like.
Right.
We got get it right. We got told real quick.
Right.
Nope. Get it right. Oh heck no. So
it wasn't like that because all of the women are beautiful. So that's not true.
And I'm gonna let her put the filter on this picture. I'm not gonna post nothing without a filter for her.
Just kidding.
Nah.
I'm
Anyway,
kidding.
so Neff,
Yes.
what's the beauty of being in Atlanta?
The beauty of being in Atlanta in the 4 months that I've been here? Probably the fact that it's like a melting pot. I mean, it's very much like a New York of the South or a Miami. The fact that there are so many different people from different parts of the world that have congregated here that are transients. So I think the beauty of Atlanta is knowing that you can walk. Well, you can't really walk, it's too hot, but like if you're somewhere like at Lenox or something, that you basically can see every single type of religion and race, and it's just, I think it's beautiful to see that all in one place.
we got a caller, Maceo.
Whoa, the phone line's hot. Hey, caller, what's your question on, caller? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey, I'm questioning on the show. I think that this is a great show. You have a very beautiful and dynamic young lady, but I think you all need to minus the other guy.
You mean the one that has sunglasses inside?
Right.
Where there's no sun?
You should have had Stacey Harrison on there.
Who? All right, Stacey. Okay. All right. Are you in the parking lot?
I just need to know, Maceo, I'm very disappointed. How would you have that beautiful young lady on the show with a non-champion?
Well, Stacey, the number Stacey called, because he just hung up. He's going to hang up and listen. The number Stacey Harrison called was 678-613-5857. And Stacey Harrison, you're technically supposed to be down here today, so I don't know what happened, but, hey.
Go Bucks.
And again, Neff was like a last minute, we can confirm, we can't confirm. Yeah. Okay, we on the way. So that's what happened, Stacey.
Let me ask this, Neff.
Yes.
When you I'm sure you want to be known for your work, but as you can say, you've heard the last three callers, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Do you want people to know for your work, or is that part of the deal? Or how do you feel about that?
That's a really good question because I've battled that my entire career. First of all, I didn't even realize that I was what people considered cute until college because I grew up, going to white private schools. And so I was like a little monkey. My features didn't grow into my face until about 21 years old. So there was definitely this awkwardness. I was bullied as a kid because I looked different, and I knew that I looked different. And I still look different. I've worked very hard, I think, to achieve the things that I've achieved. I went to an Ivy League school. I'm mixed. My mom is from the Dominican Republic, so she has this immigrant mentality. So everything that we know in our family is to work, work, work. And so having achieved that and being of mixed race, I think there's pros and there's cons. I think any woman of color will tell you that you have two strikes against you when you're a female and you're a female of color, especially in a male-dominated business. I prefer to be known for my work. Mm-hmm. I understand that it's a visual medium, so people are going to judge you based on how you look. I don't necessarily think that that's important because at the end of the day, and our parents have always said this to us, like, beauty fades. Right? So your beauty is really more of an internal thing, who you are as a person. So when I'm doing these stories, and I mainly cover crime and investigations, as you guys know, and so I cover really harsh stories, I want to walk away and know and feel that, these families think that my heart is much bigger than anything else. So, I didn't go to Brown University for no reason, so I definitely would much prefer to be known for my smarts than anything else.
I had the same issues, I get for my beauty and people.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
I feel you, Neff. I do. When you say everything you just said, I'm like over here. I'm over here like I feel you.
Yeah. I mean, if I could see your eyes, then maybe I could tell if you were telling the truth. But since I can't,
hey, it's that wild out thing right now. I'm in diva mode. Make sure in diva mode. You like in diva mode
all the time.
We all in diva mode.
Are you in diva mode?
All the
See,
time.
I'm not a diva, so I guess I'm the only non-diva in the room.
I'm in t-shirt and short. Hey man, we come back. We come back, man. We're gonna put Neff in the hot seat. So stay with us, Sister
Neff
Crush.
in the hot seat.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He guides us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
This is big business. This is the American West.
Station Network.
See ya.
This is Bobby Yoller from the Ohio State. I'm kicking with the Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, it's that time where we throw these hot seat questions at our guests. And Bobby think he ain't gonna get them, but he gonna get some too. But not right now. We're gonna wait till the next hour. But right now, we got Neff in the building. You ready, Neff?
I'm ready.
Make sure start it off, bro.
I'm ready.
Craziest thing happened to you while you out in the streets reporting?
I had a gun pulled out on me.
Whoa. Don't want to go past that. Yeah. Where?
In Miami, in Liberty City. There was
okay, yeah. Porky Bean Projects, yeah.
So, long story short, a 14-year-old boy was found dead, shot in a dumpster. And of course, I had to, unfortunately, go to the family's house because he had been missing for a couple of days. And before my photographer and I could even get to the front door, Dad came in, swung the door open, and just pulled out his Glock and put it to my head.
Wow.
And told me to get off the property. And I was 21 at the time.
Wow.
I'm ready.
Okay, let me keep going. Graduated from Brown.
I did.
Explain being in an Ivy League school and what did that do for you as your career, for your career?
At the end of the day, I think, especially when it comes to what I do, it's really about being a good communicator and a listener. I don't know if Brown University necessarily elevates that. I just think it elevates how I feel about myself and how hard my parents had to work to make sure that all four of us went down a good path. So I think I'm just proud having been to one of the top schools in the country, and it's something that I hold dear to my heart.
That ratchet song that you need when you're working out.
Jumpman with Drake and Future.
Oh, wow.
I can see that.
I mean, that's as ratchet as I get.
Oh, okay. That's about it. You don't go lower than that.
No.
That was a good question.
Not going lower than
That's
that.
a good question.
And on top of that, what's your preferred music choice?
I think because I am a musician, I pretty much like everything.
Okay.
Like country, hip hop, rap, Biggie, Tupac, you name it.
Well,
I had like every single like Biggie and Tupac underground thing like before it even came out.
Well, speaking of country, your favorite country artist?
You know, right now I was actually listening to Sam Hunt on the way here, but I'm still kind of like old school. I still like Faith Hill.
Nice.
Favorite Biggie song?
I guess it's between two. I think everybody would say, you know, More Money, More Problems, obviously.
I'm more of a One More Chance kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah, the remix. The remix.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I like that whole first album.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ready to Die wasn't.
Yeah, Ready to Die was just
incredible.
the bomb. So I don't really know if I could pick a favorite.
Ready to Die got me through college.
Yeah,
I might add.
Yeah.
Very important.
I mean, I could have done without Diddy doing all the dancing in the background, but
That made the video.
true. I mean, I still love Diddy. I'm just saying I didn't need that. I didn't personally need it.
Favorite restaurant in the A?
Oh, see, I haven't been out that much, so I'm gonna say Del Frisco's Grill right here off of Peachtree.
Okay. Okay.
When you're just hanging and chilling, what do you like to do? What's your hobby that you like to do?
Extreme sports. I like to skydive, hike, paddleboard, kayak. Anything that puts me on kind of like the edge of possible death where my parents are upset.
I know this one not greatest hot topic, but when your first question talk about a gun to your head, it kind of throws you off.
It did.
It
did. Well, you asked. I had to answer. I wasn't trying to be Debbie Downer on it.
When we go into the rundown, we're going to go into a little bit more about this
I want some
stuff.
details.
Stay with us, man. It's
Right.
the Crush.
This is what legends are made of. This is what legends are made of.
As long as I see that fire in your eyes, I know we still good.
I do it off of that love.
We built this family, and this family's strong.
Empire on Fox.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Under a lot of pressure, and you put us there. Nothing's riding on this except the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of the press, and maybe the future of the country. Not that any of that matters.
Exercise your right to vote.
Exercise your right to vote.
Exercise your right to vote.
Hey, what's up? This is Dr. Pamela with the Live Exchange, and I just wanted to remind you to exercise your right to vote on November 8th. Go to sos.ga.gov to find out if you're registered and to find the nearest polling place. Get it done.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
Let me back up for my YouTube fans start cussing me out. But
Oh,
it's the
is that
Crush
for me?
Rundown brought to you by Parish Capital. At Parish Capital, we help you achieve your financial goals by providing high quality advisory service and making smart investment decisions. Go to Parish Capital, that's PARRISH Capital with an A.com for more information. This rundown, man, we're going to keep the questions going.
Yes, keep them going.
What happened, Macy? What happened, man? What happened, man?
So, Greg Chain, shout out to Blunt Power. Three sprays last for days. He always, he had a situation last time. We had some nice guests come through, and again, Greg, don't be mad at us. Nefertiti going to confirm that this was almost like a last minute thing.
But let's no.
Okay,
Let's back it up because
no.
I don't want people thinking I'm a diva because I'm not.
No, because you're not.
It was last minute based on the fact that I'm on 24 hours, hence why I have 3 phones, right? So my phones are always on. I sleep with my phones. My phones are my best friends, my boyfriends, my brothers, you name it. So The reason it was last minute was because if there was breaking news, if something like really big happened in the city, I wouldn't be able to be here.
Gotta go.
Yeah, she's that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
So Greg, the next time she falls through, it'll be planned, and you'll get the phone call, sir.
Oh, did he want a personal phone call? We should call him right now. Or he should call.
We'll call you, Greg. We'll call you, Greg.
So let me ask you this: when you're, is there a thrill for you with these stories? Because you seem to be always the one. Like a couple of weeks ago, there was something that happened over there off of Chevron.
Oh, yeah.
You were there. I mean, you seem to be always the one that, it just went down over here. People, is that a thrill for you, or you like that type of stuff? Because at 21, getting a gun pulled to your head, I'll be like, yo, can I tell some flower stories or something? But you seem like always in those type of stories.
It's interesting because I always consider myself a creative, right? So, I love writing. I'm a musician. I'm a trained dancer. So there are definitely different aspects about my personality. What I love about what I do is the thrill. I do love breaking news. And I do love being able to tell somebody's story and being able to tell it in a very compelling way. As far as the Chevron case, I wouldn't say that it's an excitement that I feel because prior to my getting there, I already knew that the gentleman had passed. So I already go in kind of like not knowing what the situation is going to be. A lot of the times, families want to talk to you immediately. Other times you approach them and it's like, it's not time, we're not ready, because there's this assumption, that media folks are like vultures, like we're just ready to like clam on people, and that's not true. And so there is an excitement when it comes to breaking news. I do love covering crime and investigations. It's my niche. It's what I've always loved to do. So I don't know. I think breaking news definitely is exciting to me, but when it comes to my day-to-day stories of crime, I think it allows people to kind of have a platform and to tell their story. I don't look at victims as victims. I look at them as characters of stories, people who have meant something to to somebody else, to their loved ones. So it's a combination.
How do you unplug? Because it seems like, especially in Atlanta, it's so many of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of just unplug yourself, knowing that tomorrow I have to go back and it's probably going to be a story probably worse than the one I covered the day before?
Sometimes you can unplug and sometimes you can't, and that's just, the honest truth. Like anytime that it deals with like women or children, like I've seen, unfortunately, a lot of dead bodies in my time, including those of children. So if I'm covering a case that relates to a child, I do go home and I do have those moments of sadness and those times where I break down. I don't think you can really ever unplug in this business. I think that part of being compassionate is to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. So the way that I treat, victims' families is how I would want my mom and my dad to be approached and treated if something were to, God forbid, happen to me.
Now, what did you study in college?
I actually studied law. I was on my way to law school when I decided to be a journalist. So I have never taken a journalism class in my life.
By studying law, that's what kind of bring you to liking like criminal, like these type of stories that you cover?
Yes and no. I mean, when I was 9, if you asked my parents if we were to call them now, they would be like, we thought she was going to be a lawyer. We didn't think anything was going to change. I think it gives me a better perspective in the sense that I'm not approaching it like a journalist would normally approach it.
Right.
I know the law, so a lot of the times when I'm doing these crimes, I'm able to help victims understand what their rights are.
Right.
If something happens to them, how they're able to go into a police department and file a complaint, or, how police and detectives are only in charge of investigating the case, but at the end of the day, the district attorney is the one who, goes in and decides what charges are going to be made, because a lot of times, people don't know that. They think it's like it's all cops. So I think, having that and being able to communicate that to, people who may not necessarily understand the law definitely gives me an advantage. Yeah, but I always thought I was going to be an attorney, and then I decided last minute I wouldn't. My dad got upset about that, though.
Now, we love to ask this question because one of the things we kind of see in these stories when you got the person who may have the head rag on or something on.
You've never seen that in my stories.
How do you, when you get in those, because sometimes you got to get people to get on the air. You got to get sometimes.
True.
And so how do you.
Yeah, there's a pressure from our bosses naturally to do it.
Yeah.
You have never seen me put somebody with a head rag on the air. But I know what you're talking about, the shower cap and everything else. If it comes down to that happens to be the witness, I would rather take on the pressure since I'm always on deadline every day, and either ask he or she to if they want to go, if they want to like fix up their hair, put on some lip gloss. No, I'm being honest. I would never, because I think that it's my responsibility, especially being mixed, to represent Latinos and blacks in a certain way. And I don't think that it's just okay. And so I do everything down to, making sure that certain things aren't used. Like certain phrases, anything that could be kind of stereotypical. So I try very, very hard to not include those things.
So no shenane. No shenane?
No, there's nothing wrong with a shenane. I mean, my name is Nefertiti. I think that's why I'm accepted, because, I have that awkward name, right? Or unique, so to speak. So Shenane can talk as much as she can. I'm just not going to make Shenane look bad.
Gotcha.
Now, you're in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
You and the cameraman, y'all rolling.
Or camera woman.
Camera woman, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Camera person.
Okay.
Y'all pull up to the scene, and how do you get yourself together before you have to jump out the truck and get it going?
Give me an idea of a story.
Well, like I say,
because it depends on the story.
Gunshots. Somebody's probably lying dead on the scene, and you guys, you get the call, so you're going. Just how do you just get your mind right to go out there and cover that story?
Under the assumption that the gunman is still out there, and there's a possibility that he's hiding in a tree, and he can still be
body on the ground.
Somebody's dead when you get there.
Again, that's never easy. I mean, it's happened to me time and time again because it's what I cover. So of course it's not easy, because how precious and short life is, and that this is somebody's husband, brother, sister, aunt, mom, grandmother. And so I also think it depends on the case, meaning if it's a child that was hit and killed in the crossfire and she wasn't the target, that's very, very different than somebody who was killed in a drug deal gone bad. Not that one matters more than the other, but my emotion going into it obviously is going to be different, because if there's this child who's innocently killed, then you don't have to be a parent to be like, damn.
Right.
Can I say damn? Sorry.
Nah, you good.
Yeah, that one you good. That one good.
Yeah, so I think it just depends.
Word.
Yeah. Man, I think also in this, the ability to go home after that, knowing that I have to wake up the next morning and still do a story. Because you said that there could be those stories that just, because I know I'll be looking like, God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But the next day, you have to get back up and do this job.
I do. I mean, and I'm not going to, and I have no problem being completely honest. There are times, depending on the story, where I've thrown up, or I've cried seconds before, somebody's tossing to me. I mean, remember, I can hear Jovita and I can hear Justin in the air prior to. I mean, there have been stories where, throughout my career, where you just break, but then you just got to find something in you to be strong enough to tell the story, because my job, regardless of how I feel, in my opinion, is really for the viewer. My job is for the community that I serve. I mean, I don't look at this as, oh, I'm just a girl on TV. You know what I mean? I look at this as it is my job to make sure that blacks and Latinos are represented, and that their stories are told, and they feel like their voices are being heard.
All right, let me lighten it up for a little bit,
yes.
fellas.
Because you like Debbie.
I'm over here getting emotional.
Real quick.
Because he's like Debbie Downer, but I don't mind. You're free to ask whatever you want.
So,
I'm not afraid.
When you're hearing that, how do you avoid that delay? When hey, we're showing out to Nefertiti Jacquez, it's like, come on, Nefertiti.
If you notice, and everybody's noticed, a lot of people notice. Some people hate it, and some people like it. I mean, I'm going to do it regardless of how people feel about it. If you notice, sometimes you see me kind of looking down to my left. I'm looking down to my left because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize, right? So Jovita and Justin and Glenn, they're on set to do weather and anchor the news.
Yeah.
If Jovita or Justin toss to me, there's a producer and a director not only on the floor telling the anchors what to do, but they're in a control room where they see separate monitors. They can see all of the reporters out in the field. So sometimes the director or the producer can pull me up either early or late. Now, if it's later, it's okay, because if you start talking, you can still hear my voice. If it's early and I'm cracking a joke with my photographer, or I'm picking a booger out of my nose, or patting my face, that could look really, really bad. So I'll always, I tend to look down a little bit, and I'm always like shaking my head a little bit, so that people at home think that I'm acknowledging what's happened just in case there is a delay.
Oh, now I know, yeah. I'm like,
And some people are like, why is she looking down? And I'm like, what's wrong with her? And I'm like, so sometimes if I think that there is a slight delay, I kind of look down and shake my head because I know there's a delay so that I'm not looking straight in the camera and I look like a deer in the headlights.
Well, y'all gonna learn something today. Hey, stay with us, man. It's the you.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
Tell me something. With all this money coming in from both sides, how could anything possibly ever get done?
It doesn't. That's the genius of the system.
Exercise your right to vote.
Exercise your right to vote.
Exercise your right to vote.
It's the Blonde Bombshell Blondie Lockhart of the Happy Hour. Make sure that you exercise your right to vote.
All right, man, we're with Neff, man, still doing this rundown, finishing up the rundown. So, make sure I ask the last question, man. You go ahead, man.
Thank you very much. Because like I say, you were getting Debbie Downer over there. So everybody knows that you're a football fan.
Yeah.
Tom Brady came back.
I know.
The smile on your face. How good was it to see Tom terrific back on the football field?
I mean, it was amazing. Look, when you grow up in Rhode Island, you guys have to understand, I'm from the smallest state in the Union, so we don't have technically our own team. So if you're from Boston or any part of the New England area, that is your team. So you feel like you have to rep them no matter what. So he could do no wrong in my book.
Deflategate and all.
I'm not buying that. Was he found guilty?
Spygate and all.
Was he found guilty?
Well, he served 4 games. So technically he was found guilty.
Well, no, I mean, guilty would be guilty.
4 games.
You can all you want.
I'm hating.
So when you out there, so
ask me some happy questions.
where you was at when you won your first title, when that New England won the first title? Where were you at then? Back in 01. What was it? 01? 2001?
Man, I can't remember when them guys won Super Bowl.
The first one?
When Patriots won, they beat Carolina. Where were you at the time?
Nah, they beat the Rams first.
Rams. That's right, the
Rams first time.
I was leaving high school, going to college.
Oh, wow.
I was a little nugget.
Was Rhode Island jumping
She
then?
was a nugget.
Was Rhode Island hype then with that? You know, I'm just saying. I'm just hating.
I mean, I love Rhode Island, but I can't tell you Rhode Island's hype. I mean, I love my home. Yeah. No, I love my home state. I go back. I try to go back at least once a year. But no, I mean, hype, no. But it's what it is now as compared to what it was when I was a child. It's like completely different.
Yeah.
Now you have all these extra hobbies outside of your day job.
Yes.
You blog.
I do. I have my own website. Are you going to plug that website? NefertitiJacquez.com, ladies?
I was setting you up. I was setting you up for it like that. But like I say, you know, exercise buff, all of those good things. Mm-hmm. Talk about your blog a little bit.
Well, it's
Talk
kind of interesting.
Fashion, all the good
True.
stuff.
It's a lifestyle blog and it's a beauty blog. So it's based on like skin, makeup, hair, and just overall lifestyle and fashion. Interestingly enough, I was not going to start it though, because I'm a tomboy, and anybody who really knows me knows that I only dress really cute as a female for TV. So my passion is actually skin. I love skin. I think people need to focus on the basis of their skin. With that said, though, because I'm on TV, I always get a lot of inquiries about, like, well, what lipstick are you wearing, and how come your brows are always on fleek? Like, what's the deal? So everybody started asking me questions, including my own friends and my sister. And so I felt like, okay, you guys are asking way too many questions. Maybe I just need to put it on, like, one thing. And they were like, yes, 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 yes. Then, sadly, not to be Debbie Downer, my sister gets sick last fall. And she was just like, look, we've been asking you to do this for 3 years. Can you just do it already? And she's the oldest sister. So I was like, all right, Elena, I'll do it. Wow. So the blog for the website is my name. It's NefertitiJacquez.com. But the blog name is Cultivate Your Canvas.
Because please spell it right.
It's going to take you a minute.
It is going to take you a minute. But it's on my Instagram and my Twitter account, on my bio. But it's called Cultivate Your Canvas because I want women to feel that who they are, as they are, is perfectly fine. And so anything that you do to your body, whether it's the way you dress or the makeup you wear or how you wear your hair, should be an enhancement of who you are. You shouldn't try to alter what's already there because what you have are your God-given gifts. And so the blog really focuses more on how do you make yourself better than anything else.
Cool. All right, so how's your time? You got to go?
No, I'm hungry, but I can stay.
All right, we're going to keep this
I'm going to eat your candy.
She's going to talk college football.
Because we about to do realist right now, man. Stay with us.
Let's get into it.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
This is what legends are made of. This is what legends are made of.
As long as I see that fire in your eyes, I know we still good.
I do it off of that love.
We built this family, and this family's strong.
Empire on Fox.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
George, y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Really, Mace? Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans?
This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren. Hey, man, about jumping to that really, man, where we question some of the intelligence of all those people out there in the sports world. Mace, so you want to start it off, man?
Please, can I start it off?
Go ahead, man.
Man, really, Tyrod Taylor, man. You in shotgun formation on Sunday. You're a professional. He lines up behind the guard. And not the center. And this was crazy. The center snapped the ball.
You a professional.
They lost 18.
How long Tyrone been in the league?
Tyrone Taylor, he been in the league too long. About 7 years.
Yeah. You put that with his high school and college.
Yeah. And then I also got to get rid of Eric Wood because as a center, before you snap the ball, you look back. Yeah. If you don't see the quarterback feet behind you, it's a problem.
I'm sitting here like this is a professional quarterback.
Really, Tyrod Taylor in the Buffalo Bills.
And I got to use, but I'm like, dude, you've been high school, probably Pee-wee.
Yeah, you've always been in the shotgun. You always been a quarterback. How don't you know? Because the way everybody does the cadence and everything, now you clap your hand, put your hand down, let the center know you're ready. Right. How don't y'all get this? Hey, man, Tyrod Taylor, really, dude.
Really, LA Lakers, y'all still don't give D'Angelo Russell no love, man?
Hey, man, the dude got to high five himself.
He got to high five himself during the game, man.
Hey, man, they would have given snitching on this team.
I forgot, man. Yeah, he did the phone thing. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But give the man a little love, man. No, never mind. He snitched, man. Never mind.
Plus he can play. I mean, the man can play.
What
he did was wrong, and he can play.
He the best player right now.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah, but
and he's a Buckeye.
He's a Buckeye.
I just want to throw that out there. I just want to throw it out there.
Oh, okay. No doubt.
We got it.
You got it. You got enough. You got it.
I do.
But I'm just saying though, they couldn't give him a half five, Mace, when he left the court, man.
No, got to high five yourself, man. Until he does right by Swaggy P, you got to continue to high five himself.
Why is Swaggy P still in the league?
Why,
hey, man?
Why?
Why? That.
Swaggy P. Swaggy P. What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, really Minnesota Vikings equipment staff, man. Everson Griffin has been with the Vikings for 7 years. Mm-hmm. They spelled his name wrong on Sunday. He's Griffen.
Your best sacker.
Welcome to my world.
They put Griffin. Yeah. But then he played with it the whole game. But how do you... He's one of your best defensive players. Mm-hmm. He's a Pro Bowler. Mm-hmm. Show the man some respect and some love. Spell his name right.
You know, my name is Emmanuel, and I hate when I get one M. So I'll be like...
Who spells it with one M?
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, it's so crazy because, like, people... It's 5 letters in my name, Maceo. People spell it so wrong, so many ways. I'm like, dude... It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. But really, Minnesota Vikings equipment staff, I just don't get it.
Really, Chad Kelly.
Oh, man, this guy.
I understand he's your younger brother.
This guy, man.
But you can't run on the field on a high school game to protect him when he's getting stomped on. That ain't your job.
First of all, he get called out by porn queens.
Wow.
So he has to delete his Twitter. Now he running out. Dude, you are the old starting quarterback.
Potential first round draft pick.
Yeah. Do we not know all this stuff gonna come back up? Come by in time.
The same guy that got thrown off the team.
You got kicked out of Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay, your brother took a late hit. Your
Right.
brother got in the fight.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
But guess what? He got teammates.
But everybody out there got on the equipment but you.
Chad, you risking everything.
Unbelievable, dog.
If you get hit in the knee, because there's going to be one petty high school kid, they're going to be like, okay.
I'm going to take him out.
Right,
I'm going to take him out.
I'm going to try him.
I'm going to hit this high-profile quarterback.
Right.
Take him out. And you're going to risk all that because your brother got stumped on.
And
it happens.
And I'm going to tweet about it.
It happens.
Yeah.
Trust me, you get stumped on sometime. Everybody hurts sometime. What you got, Mason?
Hey, man, really NFL, man. So Antonio Brown can wear cleats honoring Arnold Palmer, but he gets threatened to get taken out the game if he don't take off the Muhammad Ali cleats. And then the first week of the season, he can't wear cleats with his kids' pictures on them. Like, I'm not understanding NFL. Now, I understand him getting fined for that twerking, because, I mean, you know, that's just man law violation right there.
Yeah.
Men should not twerk in the end zone. They just shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want in the end zone.
Nah, they can't twerk in the end zone.
He looked a little too comfortable.
Yeah, Nev, he looked like
I mean, I think the NFL has had bigger issues in the last couple of years that I don't think they should be worried about cleats. You know, things happen to elevators, you know, things happen.
You know, if deflated footballs, all that stuff.
Don't mess with my pads, man.
But I'm just saying, he can honor Arnold Palmer, but he can't honor Muhammad Ali or his children on his cleats. Really, NFL, man. Man, get y'all life, man. Really?
Really, Rutgers, when did you become a D2 program? You got beat 78-0 this week. And last week, what the score, man?
Hey, man, they lost 58-0 last week.
And we were punting the ball on third down because the head coach was the assistant coach at Ohio State. So
I would think, you know, you got
call ourselves trying to hold the score down.
Rutgers, you in New Jersey, there's some talent up there.
There's a lot of talented people at Rutgers.
But the problem is, Michigan, they all go to Michigan and Ohio State and Penn State. They don't go to Rutgers. That's the problem. From a recruiting standpoint,
well, ever since
you can't get the guys in town.
Tony Soprano died, the recruiting went bad.
So in 2 weeks, it was 136-0.
Right.
And you're a D1 program.
And they've given up almost 1,000 yards of offense, over 1,200 yards of offense.
And you don't really get the CTC games because you're a D1 program.
You're
Ain't no
D1
cut the
program,
check games for you. You
D1
actually
program.
play
That was bad. That was bad.
Somebody need to be fired.
Like, come on.
To be fired.
I'm just saying.
But, you know, Rutgers, at some point you gotta have some pride.
A little bit.
Somebody
on the field.
Some point you gotta be like, you know what? I'm gonna cheap shot somebody.
Somebody get out.
Right. You're not gonna continue to run the score up on me.
If you're gonna keep running that
you're not gonna do that.
Somebody going out.
You're not gonna do it, man.
And that's just the pettiness.
And you know what's crazy about that? That was their biggest recruiting weekend.
Yes.
They had all the top recruits they're recruiting at that game because they playing Michigan was a big name school.
Yeah.
Now
y'all get drugged.
Now how many kids are gonna change their mind?
And go to Michigan.
Right. Yeah.
Why are you hating on Michigan?
For obvious reasons.
Okay.
Neff. Don't do this, Neff. don't do it. I'm in a good mood now. Don't do that. Don't you start.
Oh man, you got anything else, Mace, man?
Last one, man. Really, Tony Romo. Just do us a favor, Tony Romo. Do Cowboy Nation a favor, man. Red shirt this year, man.
Red shirt and pros.
Hey, man, just go talk to Jerry. Like, hey, Jerry, I'm gonna take the $20 million this year. Let's let the young fella ride out, man, and let me sit upstairs with you, and let me just commentate, and let me stop talking to Mark Sanchez. I gotta stop talking to Mark Sanchez.
That's a problem.
That worries me.
That's a problem.
Really, Tony, why are you talking to Mark Sanchez?
Right.
What can he get outside of beauty tips?
Right.
Because he is the best looking quarterback in the NFL.
He's straight. He's
no offense
He used
to
to go to my yoga studio in Philly.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm. That sound about right.
That makes sense.
No, there's nothing wrong with yoga. A lot of them do yoga.
I'm not surprised. Sanchez would do that.
But
are you saying you won't go to yoga?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Sanchez wore tights. He walked in with tights on.
No, he had like regular shorts on and then tights underneath, so that if he was doing.
I can see Sanchez
First of all, yoga is difficult to do.
I do yoga.
The history of yoga is that only men could actually practice yoga hundreds of years ago. Women weren't even allowed to do it. So this idea that only women do yoga, Get that out of your head.
My Warrior 2 pose is like nobody can see me.
For some reason I just
Really?
saw Mark body. For some reason I just saw Mark Sanchez in a full tight body.
He got a onesie on.
See right
with a
there.
onesie.
We played Portland Game 7 the year they went to the championship, and I ran through the lane and I hit Buck Williams in the ribs. This man grabbed my jersey, turned around and smacked me. Pow. Don't you ever hit me like that again.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans
Body Tech.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. Football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
We're still here, man. We got a full crew here with us, about to jump back into this college football. Indiana, Ohio State with 38-17. Bobby, what did you see before you was gone, before we finished up?
Right.
How good is Indiana this year, in your opinion?
I think Indiana is much improved. They're not there yet. I think they are bowl worthy. I think they're a 75 type team.
Right.
They're okay. They about equivalent to in the SEC. They're equivalent to Arkansas.
Okay.
Kind of ish.
They 3-2.
They okay. They're all right. They're all right. They got a good defense.
They're missing a lot of pieces, too.
Right.
Yes.
And they have players, you know. Tevin Coleman, Falcon running back. He's Indiana guy. Yeah. And they got some players.
They like they trying to do a little something
right.
there for them.
They're trying to.
Still a basketball school, but they
not
trying.
Yet. Right. Not yet. Not quite yet.
We talked about Michigan in my really 7-8-0 over Rutgers, man. It's just
that was a Harbaugh message. That was a quiet message to Ohio State because Ohio State ex-assistant coach is now the head coach at Rutgers, so he kind of went to St. Urban. Just a little message.
We around the corner.
I'm gonna slap your homeboy.
Can you wait for it, man?
I can't wait.
This the game.
I can't. You know what? It's gonna be 2 undefeated teams.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be crazy.
November 26th.
Where's it at this year?
In Columbus.
Ooh.
In Columbus. Ooh. And we've won 11 out of the last 12 years.
Ooh. Okay.
On them.
All right.
All right, Neff?
Doing it.
All right.
I am.
Okay, so how far has this school fallen? Washington beats Oregon 70-21.
Woo.
What has Oregon now? This is Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
The team that's speed.
Right.
21 points. I know the coach up there is doing a great job at Washington, but 70-21? Are they that far apart now, Mason?
Yeah. Now they are.
Yeah. When you lose a program changing quarterback, and let's give him that kind of credit.
Right.
He was that.
Yeah.
Won the Heisman. He was great for the program. Chip Kelly leaves. You bring Helford in. He hadn't been able to solidify that quarterback position. He brought in Vernon Adams. Right. And now he has this other kid that's there
transfer.
Now.
Right.
Transfer.
Right.
You have to go get you a freshman.
Right.
Who understands your system, and then you have to take the lumps with that freshman so your program can grow.
This just blows me away. Like I said, 70-21. Oregon was not less than 2 years ago a national championship type. Everybody was talking about them winning the pack.
Right. Now let's say this also about Oregon. You know this kind of stuff comes back around.
Yeah.
for them beating up on people for so long.
Everybody for so long.
Yeah, right. Because it's been 12 years since Washington beat Oregon.
Yeah.
So you're gonna exercise your demons.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of who it's still Oregon.
Right. And you know he wanted to put.
And you still jealous that they got 7,000 uniforms and 2,000 pair of shoes. So any chance you get to kick them, you're gonna kill them.
Oh yeah. I get it.
But they lost Chip. The biggest loss was losing Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
You talking about a high profile coach who can recruit. So that's the biggest thing that Oregon lost.
I get the 70 points from Washington. I would have tried to put 100 on them because they probably, they were putting that type of thing.
Oh, no
Do you
doubt.
get a chance to watch football during the weekends or?
Not as much as I'd like to, no.
No. Wow. I mean, ain't you like Monday through Friday?
I'm not Monday through Friday, not
Would
yet.
you prefer college or pro?
Pro.
So you're a Sunday?
I like
you'll
college,
do it?
but yeah.
But you're 24 hours though, so you could be. It's a
I
big
am
story. You
24
jump out
hours.
the car, hit it real quick.
Exactly.
So when you are watching football,
Mm-hmm.
are you a real fan or somebody who we're learning that people will say, "I watch football," and you be like, "No, you don't. You just."
I mean, I think it depends on the team. If I don't like the team, then I have no interest. I
You
have
don't
no
waste your
vested
time with
interest. Nope.
You don't waste your time with.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying, I'm keeping it going. We're gonna keep it going. Houston done messed up everybody. Let me just say this real quick, y'all.
Houston College.
Wow.
That's the Houston Texans.
Yeah, University of Houston.
Okay.
The Cougars.
They just done messed it all up.
They did.
Everybody was expecting that game in November to be big.
Yeah. Yep. Louisville mad.
They should be, because that's the only team left.
Right.
That was going to give them that big push that they needed to probably get in.
Done.
When you lose the Navy, nothing against the Navy midshipmen. Nothing against y'all at all, but that wasn't a good loss. That
No, it wasn't.
That's one of them you lose. You be like, yeah, you ain't doing nothing. No.
It hurts the Heisman. I'm telling you, that's going to affect the Heisman as well, because that game with Louisville play Houston was going to be a primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Lamar Jackson was probably the front runner, who, in my opinion, he was the front runner. He's not the front runner no more. We'll get back to that when we name our top four.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at it right now. Greg Ward did. He had 359 yards, but he threw 2 picks. He had 3 touchdowns total. But, Mason, what you saw this weekend?
Hey, man, this is football, again, next to golf, is one of the most humbling sports. It gives you a lot, and it also take away from you. And sometimes it's just not your night. Houston, for as great a run they've had, Tom Herman has had a tremendous run, and they're going to win some more. It just wasn't their night.
Yeah.
They better enjoy Tommy Herman, because he's about to leave.
A lot of money is going to be thrown his way.
$2 million, $8 million. Yeah.
I'm gone.
$2 million versus $8 million. Where you gonna go? You're gonna guarantee 30.
If you were Jerry Jones and you got a quarterback like that, Prescott is actually winning.
Yeah.
But you got a $20 million quarterback coming back, probably around week 8 or 9. But let's say you're 6-2. Do you bring your $20 million quarterback back, or you still ride with a young kid that you got going now?
Probably ride with the young kid.
Got to. No brainer.
It's not hard. But Jerry Jones, he's saying, hey, Romo's my guy.
No, I know. I'm just saying. How old is Romo now?
He's 35, right?
Okay.
Like 36.
36.
And you got this 22
A lot of mileage on that body. A lot of mileage on that body.
And no rings on that body.
I have to go.
None.
Well, he has his wedding ring.
We're talking about the ring.
Yeah. Man, the cowboy.
His wife still matters.
The bling bling. She aight.
The cowboy. We are the most mean, the most talked about. Romo gets. I bet Romo sometimes he probably had to shut his Twitter down because he probably just like.
You know who would probably get most of it from? Cowboy fans.
Oh,
they probably the worst ones at him on Twitter.
One of the greatest joys. Romo. Actually, I hit him, and it's the best time to tweet. Romo is about 3-4 in the morning. I hit him, and he hit me back. We had a nice little conversation. I screenshot it. I'll put it up one day. That's my guy.
Hey, real quick.
He was my guy. Excuse me.
Until when?
In Dak, we trust now.
Wow.
Yeah. Number 4 jersey on the way.
Hey, man, when we come back, man, Cinderella slipper has failed in Tennessee. Miami lost. And what is going on in Stanford? We're going to talk about all 3 of those games when we come back, guys. Stay with us.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans
Body Tech.
Great leaders aren't born, they're made. And not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda, that's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is what legends are made of. This is what legends are made of.
As long as I see that fire in your eyes, I know we still good.
I do it off of that love.
We built this family, and this family's strong.
Empire on Fox.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first. I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com. If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
Hey man, we're still here talking this college football right now. With our man Bobby Olive from the Ohio State.
That's right, man.
And we got Nefertiti,
Nefertiti Jacquez, a.k.a. Nef.
A.k.a. Nef with us. She is being very interactive with my Facebook Live. So, man, holla at her. Got questions? Let her know, man. She's on Facebook Live right now. She's on Facebook Live. Tennessee, Texas A&M, double overtime. It struck 12, people. All them games, Tennessee been, Then Texas A&M, the 12th man, rolls up. What happened, guys? Tell us what happened with y'all.
Hey, that game went about exactly like I thought it would go. First of all, Tennessee needs to start getting behind so early.
Yeah.
Then they got to fight their way to come back. But they did a great job coming back. I gave the cornerback an excellent job to come back. Same guy who gave up what was then the winning touchdown against Georgia. Came back this game, slapped that ball. Man about to score.
High effort play. Yeah.
Man, that's the type of play make a coach go crazy. That's my guy. That's a straight hustle play.
That play will always.
That was big time.
Yeah, like that's gonna be at the top of his
That was a big time
highlight
play.
tape.
That was the ultimate hustle play.
The only thing I didn't like about that game, when Texas A&M got up, I felt like they kind of relaxed. Yeah, you know, because they were Sumlin was very aggressive with his play calling, very aggressive with his play calling, and kind of in that second half. They didn't do the things they did in the first half. Right. They didn't stick with a lot of the RPOs that they were doing. When you have a quarterback like that he has, who can really run the system, you got to keep getting those big receivers involved. And I think that was their strength, and they got away from that.
And just seeing that with coaches, I think when you playing in the bigger conference, the Big Five, you play to the end, man. Until the other coach just say, all right, okay, you right. You can't let down, man.
Everybody play that relaxed defense. They all do it. Make sure they every week Team jump out.
Yeah,
big
we
game.
good. We up by 20. We
They
good.
play that prevent defense, man. You got to spread off, and that ball can move fast.
Yeah,
man.
ball can move.
They all do it.
Everybody no huddles, and the thing about when you play that type of coverage, the middle of the field just wide open.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw 15 and 20 yard dig routes on you.
Everybody,
How you keep getting in the middle? I'm eating up chunks of yards.
Right.
So you
Plus
playing
the
that
clock stop too on first down.
Yeah, you playing that cover 4 deep, cover 4, and you're like, I'm here, 15.
Right.
That stuff add up after a while, man. So
the field on 100 yards.
So I tell you what. Now I had to apologize to Mr. Dobbs, the quarterback for Tennessee. I was his biggest hater. He is kind of impressing me. I mean, he's been playing well lately. So I'm not gonna
say you were a hater of his. He's starting to answer questions.
Right.
He's starting to answer questions. I still think when it's time for his evaluation for the NFL, still gonna be a lot of because I'm still not sure about his arm throwing outside the numbers. Still not sure about that.
Yeah, I see him as a 4th round pick, probably 4th, 5th round.
Kind of like where Brett Huntley went.
Right.
But you know what though?
Right.
But you know what? Y'all liking y'all late round pick, right?
Hey man,
How you like old Dak?
But you get him and you put him like that second string. You never know when you can have. I think he'll be a good person in the league for a while. Cause I'm looking at the league now, man. You got to have 2 quarterbacks, dog. It's imperative.
And about 3 running backs.
Yeah. But the league is also going to almost the day of the statuesque quarterback is kind of gone.
Yeah. Because you know why? You got a Von Miller who can run a 4.5 come out the end now. You can't just sit there and take those hits. You got to get out that pocket and make some moves.
Right.
Another game that was a very tight one, 2019.
Miami should have won that.
The U lost to FSU 20-19. Hey, I didn't get a chance to see it, but I can say this: big win for FSU.
Yeah.
From what they went through.
They
needed this win.
They needed real bad.
Rivalry games, you throw everything out the window.
Yeah.
You throw everything out the window. You talking about kids. All those kids have gone to high school together, so they know each other. They played against each other.
Like Doug Mays. Douglas Mays.
Right.
Everybody know each other.
Everybody know each other.
Right.
You want to beat them.
Right.
It's part of it.
Right.
It's part of it. So, I mean, and to hear people kept talking about, man, same old Mark Rick.
Stop.
Yes, stop. It was funny, one of the comments I made to somebody I was watching, I said, every program everybody does special teams.
Right.
Everybody has a field goal block segment.
Right.
You should. If you don't, then you probably not really coaching.
Right.
But understand, kids make plays.
Yeah. Right.
They make plays.
And if you make that little mistake, that's all some of these.
But the only part that bothered me, that was an extra point.
Yeah, I know.
It was like that was a 50-yard field goal. That was an extra. When you get an extra point block.
Yeah.
Somebody really let somebody hit that gap wrong.
Again,
it's that guard.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the will of that other kid who made a play. Yeah. Like, he didn't want to lose.
He's their best defensive player too.
Right.
And you know what though? That's always funny when on PATs, players kind of take them plays off.
Right.
You got you a dog in front of you that want to be trying to get through that gap.
Think about this. We played with a guy, Carranzo. Carranzo blocked extra points all the time. He just knew how to get skinny in that gap and get his hand up. Yeah. And as a holder, you have to watch that. If this start getting close, man, it might be time to yell fire.
This Tampa Bay Carolina game is 3-0.
Oh, that game probably.
I can't watch that game.
Trash.
Cam not playing, so I'm
next.
I like Jameson, but I'm good.
This is University of Georgia linebacker Demetrius Douglas. You're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm place on a cold day. Football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Hey, man. I'll let that come in real quick. Okay. All right. We back, man. Nefertiti, okay, so, Neff.
Yes.
What's your favorite extreme sport?
I would say
about skydiving and all
that? Yeah, I would
that?
say skydiving. I have never bungee jumped. For some reason, the rope is not as safe to me as
Ryan's air?
as the parachute. Well, at least I'm close to God at that point, so I feel like, okay. So I'm going to say skydiving, sure. But I'd like to one day, like, hike, like, I don't know, like Mount Kilimanjaro or something like that.
Get to the highest point?
Yeah.
Jeez. I feel like I'm... So you all out of airplane. Anyway, man, let's keep it going, man. God. All right, I have to admit, this team is very disappointing to me right now. Because McCaffrey is definitely not a Heisman candidate anymore. Done. Trip to New York Council.
Done.
Washington State 42-16 over Stanford.
Down. Done.
Let's go to the real game. Let's go to Virginia Tech.
All right. All right.
But just looking at this, McCaffrey, 35 yards rushing. 8 carries.
Listen, when you have two quarterbacks, you have none.
Yeah.
They got two quarterbacks. They lost a lot to the NFL.
But their best two cornerbacks are out.
Yeah.
Hurt. And Washington State exposed it. So
A little miss.
They're going to feel it this year.
Yeah, they're going to feel it. Yeah.
8-4.
Yeah,
8-4.
Pac-12 not really deep, so I think they're going to 8-4.
He'll win 4 or 5 more games. But these are tough for him right here. These are tough ones.
He needs to have one of them Julio Jones type guys to get back in there. He got to run for like 300-400.
Yep.
And that's probably not going to happen.
All right, let's go ahead and for Neff.
Yes, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, 34-3 over North Carolina.
What was that about?
What was that?
Listen.
What?
All games.
I should have bet that.
All games played Saturday.
You bet on games, Neff? You bet on games?
No, absolutely not.
Hey,
I do not do that. We never don't say that.
Okay, all right.
She's trying to get me fired.
No,
was it a sloppy game?
No games in North Carolina should have been played. Any game in Carolina was played on Saturday, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that should have been a really moment to the NCAA.
Yeah,
that should have been a really moment.
Yeah. Because the Notre Dame NC State game, I'm like, dude, that looked like a little league.
It did.
But why are we still talking about North Carolina? Did you realize they were playing Virginia Tech?
Are you talking smack?
Yeah,
I am.
She
and I do it well.
She is a trash talker. Yeah, avid.
I have 2 older brothers. What can you say?
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at this game, they outplayed them everything from defense.
They did. I was surprised on that. Now, North Carolina was like my little sleeper team.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I was surprised by that one.
34-3.
They got a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Big letdown from a big win. This is that roller coaster. This is when we talk about programs when your program is not used to having success.
Right.
The kids walked around all week, got pat on the back. Nah, y'all took out FSU.
Right.
Kicker probably walked around with his jersey on all week because as you keep the winning field goal, he's running out of
right.
Again, Football is a humbling sport. It finds a way to come back around and get you, and it got them.
Look now. Tech is 2-0 in the ACC right now.
Hey man,
Look at that. They back.
Look at that.
They back. They got a new coach.
Yeah. Hey man, we'll see.
They haven't made no plays on special teams yet. They ain't back to make plays on special teams.
Yeah, that's part.
That's their thing.
That's Virginia Tech thing. LSU Florida was postponed. They don't have a makeup date yet up there, and
Florida say they're not gonna give them a makeup.
They're gonna have to make that game up.
I think
they're gonna have to because that affects the SEC champion.
Not really. They on two different sides of the conference.
It affects Florida. Florida need that game more than LSU. LSU ain't. I mean, they done.
Florida might not need that game. It depends on how the rest of the season shake out.
But it's understood why they had to cancel the game.
Very understood. But you're gonna have to reschedule it.
You have to look at somebody.
They're gonna have to.
Instead of you beating up our mercy children of the poor, play the game. Play a tough game real quick. Because you know they got 1 or 2 games that they both gonna probably be blowout games.
Right.
They're trying to get them cut the check game.
Right.
Put this game on the schedule. Let's play this game.
They need to.
Yeah. Oklahoma 45. Charlie Strong. Lord have mercy. Get your real estate agent on.
Listen. Charlie Strong can't do anything else but put those kids in position. Coaches coach, players play.
I agree with you, man.
No, corners in position make plays. They don't make the play. D.D. Westbrook just lose his mind.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 catches, 232 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
But make sure, like we said last week, you do more the defensive coordinator. You still got 45 points.
And he's a defensive guy.
Yeah, you got 45 points put on you,
That's his thing.
But what else do I want, man? Dog, I can't bat the ball down for you, and you there.
Do you think he should be fired?
I don't think he should. Because, again, I just think that coaches, you got to at least give a coach, to me, 1 recruiting cycle. At least let his freshmen become juniors.
But that depends on where.
See,
that doesn't count for Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Florida, those schools who have Tennessee who have
but it was the
players already.
He walked in and they basically already had him on the hot seat when he walked into Texas.
And and let's be real, he got melanin in his skin.
Right.
I mean, you go in as a brother at Texas.
And you go 5 and 7 2 years in a row?
Yeah, your hot seat was, like you say, when he signed the contract, he was in the hot seat.
Right, listen, it's a motto, all coaches, we know the motto, you get hired to get fired. That's just part of coaching.
Hey, man, before we finish this, man, before Nefertiti lead us, we got to do a little last thank you and question session before we get into it. When we come back after that and into the rundown, we're going to do our top 5s, finish these scores, all that stuff. So stay with us, it's The Crush.
Yep.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir. Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Is your client working with anyone on the TV side? My client's interested in anything that pays money. He's out right now. You should work with him. Man, speaking as your manager, you know?
Just because you dress like a 6th grader don't make you my manager, man.
Atlanta. All new Tuesday at 10. On FX and FX Now.
Deliberate dumbing down.
Dumb down society.
Deliberate dumbing down of America.
Dumb down public. Why would they do this?
Sensation Station Network. Radio, not dumbed down.
Hey, we're back, man. Man, this is... Thank you, first of all, Neff, for surprising us and being on Facebook, answering questions and all that today. Had a good time?
I did have a good time. Thank you guys for inviting me.
Even though I miss your texts and your tweets. And
you do miss my texts. I feel like you don't really love me.
First of all, that profile picture on Twitter is funny to me. The side profile. Mm-hmm. You don't. That's.
Well, I have a long giraffe neck, right? So I thought that was interesting. No. My mom, at one point, when I was about like 15, 17 years old, started saying that I look like the queen, which I'm like, Mom, stop. But, to your mom, you're like the cutest kid.
Right.
So I actually took that picture of myself for her.
Wow.
Because I dabble in photography.
That explains the picture.
Yeah, so it's really just an ode to my mother.
Wow. Just a jack of all trades, huh?
I can take some pictures of you.
Cool.
All right.
Set it up.
I mean, I'm a creative.
I see.
I like to color outside of the box.
No doubt. No doubt.
Mason, I got to ask this question.
Go ahead.
When you out there reporting, how many of those, hey, shouty, or what up, girl, or how do you handle the distractions that you probably hear from the people in the background?
It depends. What do you mean? As if I'm going live or just when I'm on the scene?
Either or.
When I'm going live and that happens, I think it's really ignorant because you don't really know what story I'm telling. So if I'm telling the story of somebody's loved one who's passed, you look like you're ignorant. So I don't have to really say anything to you because you're just ignorant. Yeah. But if they're like coming up to me, usually the ones that say yo shorty, I think are just laughable because I'm so tall for a chick. So it's like, no, you're short. So I'm like, okay. You know what? I don't really like that attention. So I just try to ignore it. I really do.
I like that attention.
I know. I could tell. You still got your sunglasses on.
I like it. I like that kind
Wide
of
outs.
Wide outs, baby.
Wide outs, baby.
1, 2, 3.
That's the wide out. That's the motto. That's the motto.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all too, boy.
Hey, man. Stone riot, baby.
Hey.
Stone
all
riot.
All hands. That right, dog?
All the time.
All the time?
Don't bring it into your body.
No, all hands.
Don't catch it with your body.
So let me ask this. You've been to 4 cities.
Don't ask me which one my favorite is.
No. Is there a ultimate destination? Would you like to stay here? What's the plans, the future for Neff? Because I'm sure you're getting calls from other cities.
A-Town.
Yeah.
Stay down, A-Town.
I do have a contract, so I will be in Atlanta.
There it is.
For the foreseeable future. I can't talk about my contract. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with an actual city. I need to be in an environment, which I am now, in a place where I'm able to be me and tell stories that I want to tell the way that I want to tell them. So I have the luxury, which is the reason why I came to Atlanta when I was deciding where I was going to choose to go to work, because I had options, is my bosses don't want to change me. They want me to be me, and that's what they appreciate about me. So to have that backing from my general manager and my news director really kind of mean the world to me. So if I'm in an environment that breeds happiness, then I'm good with that.
You fit the A.
I do?
Yeah,
How?
you fit the A.
How and why?
Because it's a lot of swag here. Like we just carry ourselves different. You like you might have went to Doug High if you
really? Because everybody says that they can tell by the way that I dress that I'm from the north.
Still, she would have went to Doug.
She
would have went to Maze.
She Maze High all day long.
You think so, baby?
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference between the two?
Lord have mercy. We ain't got no time.
I don't want to get in trouble.
They're like 2 minutes away from each other. It's like,
why don't you want to get in trouble? You hating?
I'm sorry, 8 to 9, man.
Man, I get.
No, that's a Doug High.
You gonna diss Doug like that, Bobby Ollie?
Well, we're not gonna get we're not gonna get into that with you.
I won't get into it.
No, man, no.
We're not dissing any school.
No, we're not.
No.
We're proud of all of them.
We're not here for that.
Yeah. All right, now.
That's another show.
Right, Michelle?
That's another show.
Oh, are you inviting me back for that show?
Oh yeah.
Or is this like one and done?
No, this is open mic for you. I told you it already.
Before you leave, any shout outs you want to give or for anybody that they're listening, because you got numbers going crazy today. So.
I got numbers going crazy? How do you know I got numbers going crazy?
Trust me. We can see them.
Yeah.
No, look, I'm giving a shout out, obviously, to my Channel 2 family for the support of Atlanta. Obviously, for you guys for bringing me on, because there must have been some type of connection via Twitter for you to want to bring me on. And, I just hope that as time goes on, people feel comfortable enough to reach out to me if they have a story idea or a tip, or they feel they're being underrepresented, or whatever the issue may be, that they know that they have someone in me.
And there it is, people. Daddy, I'm going to give her your number so she can do that story for you, dog.
Hey, man, we about to take a quick break. We got to take some photos, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
I got to eat.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Is your client working with anyone on the TV side? My client's interested in anything that pays money. He's out right now. You should work with him. I'm speaking as your manager, you know?
Just because you dress like a sixth grader don't make you my manager, man.
Atlanta, all new Tuesday at 10 on FX and FX Now.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey man, we're going to that Crush recap brought to you by Blunt Power. With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about Blunt Power at their website, bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook page, Blunt Power, and on their Twitter page at Blunt Power. Hey guys, we're still doing college football. Let's finish up these last few games, sirs. We talked about Texas, Oklahoma. USC beats Colorado 21-17.
Good win.
Who cares?
That was a good. You're right. Who cares?
Yeah,
that was
who cares?
Good win for USC.
Yeah, it was good. They needed that, but who cares?
They need that. They need that.
And to finish out the Pac-12, Utah beat Arizona 36-23. That's another high seed out there. Rodriguez ain't gonna be down there too much longer.
But Rich Rod.
Yeah, he
Rich Rod.
He used to be one of them hot coaches,
Yeah.
but now he's
Hey,
getting.
just a minute. He turned down Alabama.
You sure did?
Remember that?
Yeah.
He said no to Alabama to go to
did.
Hey man.
Wow.
A lot of people happy about that.
And he about that, yeah.
Now everybody get fired.
Yeah, now everybody get fired. All right, guys, here we go, man. Your top 4 teams in the NCAA. So the playoffs started tomorrow. These will be the 4 teams that each of us pick. So, Bobby, since you the guest, man, give us your top 4, man.
Number 1, Alabama. respectfully. Number 2, V, respectfully. Number 3, Clemson, respectfully. And number 4, I wanted to say Michigan, but I'm not going to pick two Big Ten schools because they got to play each other. I'm going to go with Washington. That's my number 4 team.
That's strong. That's real strong.
Yeah. Mine was basically almost like that. 4, I had Michigan. 3, I had Ohio State. 2, I got Clemson. 1, I got Alabama.
I'm 2, 3 the same. Them 4. I mean, we know Michigan, Ohio State will probably
they're gonna cancel each other out.
Right. Well, let me ask you about that though. Let me say this. Let me ask this. Let's say we have some one-loss team.
Okay.
And Michigan, Ohio State do play each other, and it's a great game.
Right.
And I know we talked about Maysell about the lateness of the game.
Right.
And we got that one loss. And Michigan is because it's still a committee that picks these teams.
Sure. Right.
Could they put 2 big teams in there?
That's called a human element, but I don't think they would do that.
Okay.
Because even if it's a close game, that's something Maysell talked about today earlier. Even if it's a really close game, I still think. I mean, you look at. Okay, I don't know how everything gonna look at that time, but if everything is even, I would say no.
Right.
But it all depends. I gotta see what Louisville gonna do.
Yeah.
Like if they finish 11-1, is Clemson undefeated? It's just if Washington undefeated, a lot of different variables got to happen for that to happen.
And the reason why I talk about that is with Houston losing,
right?
They done.
No, not them done, but it hurts Louisville too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that game. Yeah,
that was that because Louisville with the one loss, they still had that Houston at the end.
Right.
That they could still count.
And see, we got to understand this too. The new playoff system was designed to keep 2 conference teams from the same conference to get in. So we will never have so much other stuff will have to happen for us to have 2 SEC, 2 Big Ten teams to get in. It's just not designed for that.
Now I do like Washington since they are probably gonna win that Pac-12.
They're almost a lock to be in.
Yeah.
If they run the table.
If you look at the schedule, they're gonna be favoring every game. Moving forward. They should. But we'll see.
Their 2 hard games are out the way.
Yeah, and like
they got to play at Utah. They got to play USC, who have players. Just saying.
Have studs. Yeah.
Let's wait and see.
And they still have to play the game. Who saw Houston losing? Who saw Houston losing the Navy?
Right.
Who saw that happening?
I didn't.
All right, guys. So I'm just looking at this right now. Dream matchups: Alabama versus.
Oh, no question.
Because in Washington,
I was about to say it. Hey.
But if you got Ohio State, Clemson just still that intrigues me.
That intrigues me too.
That game is so sexy. That's a sexy game. It's a sexy game because I always look at because they hadn't probably played in forever.
Who?
Clemson and Ohio State.
They played 4 years ago.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, Braxton Miller heard the show.
That's right. When Braxton Miller heard it. Yeah. That's right.
They
played
just the track meet.
The way, just the clash of the uniforms.
No doubt about it.
To have a J.T. Barrett, Deshaun Watson.
No doubt about it.
Dude, it's sexy.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is.
That's very sexy.
And let me tell you what's even crazier. The playoff, one of those college playoff games, is gonna be right here in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
I know that. Peach Bowl.
So woo!
Yeah, Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Man, I would love for Ohio State to be playing here. It's close. I'll be right there. I'll be on the sideline. I can take the crew.
Yeah, but we can right there.
We can go to Hey, it gets real.
The speed on the field just be amazing, man.
But and it's so funny. Me and Bobby, we had these kind of conversations all the time. It's like this is why you go to those schools.
Exactly. It is.
To get a chance to play in these kind of matchups. It's nothing better.
I mean, if you think about this, in 5 or 6 weeks, we could have an undefeated Michigan, Ohio State.
Woo!
Sexy.
Oh my God.
With so much on the line, knowing that one team is going to move on,
going to the final,
and one team is going to have to make reservations for a bowl that they don't want to go to. And you're talking about 2 schools that don't like each other, and they get the chance to send each other home.
I'm talking about borderline hate. It's real.
How much hate is it?
I mean, just when Neff even said to her.
I saw you change.
I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, you want
okay, you cool. You down to earth, but I'm not feeling you because you like Michigan. I mean, that's how I felt.
Yeah, you went there.
So I gave her a little fake hug before she left. I'm not. I mean, I felt some kind of way about
you
that.
Up on me. What you like?
I felt some kind of way. I mean, but I'm telling you, the hate is real, man. It's real.
Heisman favorite right now?
Mine's different. because as much as I hate to say this, my man Peppers at Michigan, I think should be the Heisman favorite. I think the people's choice is going to be Lamar Jackson from Louisville, but I think the Heisman Trophy winner typically plays on the best team, and I think Michigan is right there in the mix, and I think what this man is doing on the field, which I hate Michigan, but forget all that.
Making plays.
Right now, I think he is definitely Heisman Trophy material. The man doing everything. He's a big-time player, so I got to say him right now.
I just think it's a two-man race between Watson and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I'm still looking to see. I like Peppers, but I'm looking to see if you got undefeated Ohio State and his numbers get better.
It's set. Desmond Howard, Charles Woodson, look what they did in that Ohio State game.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Charles Woodson took the trophy from Peyton Manning. Literally took it from him.
Peyton was everybody's fan.
Yeah. And look at the stage, though. Michigan got big stage games coming up. Ohio State plays Nebraska. We got Wisconsin this weekend. We got Michigan. Don't count out JT Barrett. I know he's not sexy. He's not flashy.
Not sexy.
But don't count him out.
Hey, thank you, Prime. Thank you, Bobby, for co-hosting with us, buddy.
Brother. I'm proud of you, brothers, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Nefertiti, we thank you for Neff. I'm sorry.
Neff, please get it right.
Maceo, what up, dog? We got another one, man.
Hey, we back, man.
Great show.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all tomorrow, 22 hours. Peace.
Yo.
Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate it, people. We out. We gone.